I asked my Discord community for their Letterboxd profiles and they provided the goods. So let's skin this smoke wagon and burn the house that I built to the ground. First up, we've got Preston, who recently changed their profile name, I guess, so it already eliminates one of my best jokes about their profile. Also, maybe it's not a good idea to dox yourself with your Letterboxd account name. Just a thought. Moving on down to his favorite films, looks like we've got Spirited Away, Whisper of the Heart, Brighter Summer Day, and Kuru. 3 Japanese films and 1 Taiwan film, which makes me think that maybe Preston here has a waifu pillow wishlisted on his Amazon account. But based on these film selections, it's a really nice waifu pillow. Next up, we have TB 4008, and oh my goodness, I didn't know that Elon Musk had another child. I will give you credit though, you probably have better film taste than Elon Musk because you at least have the decency to put The Mummy in your top 4. Good job. You also have Portrait of a Lady on Fire, which is in my top 4, so by the rules of roasting, I must leave that one completely alone. But then, I see that you have The Princess Bride, which is just so fucking typical. The Princess Bride is essentially the Shawshank Redemption for kids whose parents didn't read to them enough. And then you have Mamma Mia the movie, which probably just means that you like to annoy people in public. And now we move on to Ella, another person in my community who needs to learn how to not dox themselves with their profile names. Come on, guys. And she weirdly only has 3 films in their top 4. You gotta utilize that 4th pick, you know what I'm saying? And for the 3 films that are here, you have Searching, The Social Network, and Scream, which makes me think you're on some kind of trend where every film must start with the letter S and all of the people in the films have to be far too obsessed with staring at screens all the time. Is that perhaps a self-report? Now we move on to Junk Denat. I don't know how to say that. Then we have Junk Dennett, someone who is so esteemed by Letterboxd that they couldn't even bother to get his picture of shrimp-flavored chips to load properly. They also represent the great town of Blacksburg, which definitely does not sound like it was named by white racists. And the first thing I'll say about Junk is that I like you, mostly because I just looked at your watch list and the top 5 are all films that I've recommended to the community, so good for you for paying attention. And I know this is supposed to be a roast, but it's kind of hard when you put The Thing and Everything Everywhere All at Once in your top 4. Those are both really good movies, and then I haven't seen Volver and Only Yesterday, so what the hell am I gonna say about those? And then I see another glimmer of hope when I look down into your recent activity and see a 4-star review for Jenny Delmont, the film that divided the internet into idiots and not idiots when it was given the first place in the top 100 Sight and Sound poll list. Glad to see you're not an idiot, Junk. Honestly, I'm struggling to find something in this profile to roast, although I do see that you gave Barbarian 4 stars, which is like maybe 1 star too many, dummy. And now it's time for another community member who puts their whole ass name in their profile. What is wrong with you people? This profile belongs to Andres, and I have to assume that you changed your top 4 just to fuck with me, although I know you actually like Urban Legends Final Cut, so maybe this is legit. Your top 4 favorite films of all time are Scream, Scream 2, Urban Legends Final Cut, and Scream 4. Honestly, I'm just mostly upset that you left out Scream 3, the most famous Scream because it features a cameo by Jay and Silent Bob.
Hey Connie, how's Maury?
This is also the second time we've seen a Scream film in the top 4. Does that mean my community has a proclivity towards 90s nostalgia? What does that say about me? Next we've got Eli, who was smart enough to leave their last name out of their profile. Good job. And looking at your top 4, there's not a lot that I can say about this. Requiem for a Dream, The Shining, Memento, and The Departed. I think the one thing that I'm gonna just nail in on here, drill down on if you will, is The Departed. Martin Scorsese has so many films that are better than The Departed. Why The Departed? Why does everyone love The Departed? To me, it feels like there's some sort of fascination with this movie because Mark Wahlberg swears in clever ways.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
And that's really the only redeeming factor of the film. And let's all give Eli a round of applause for admitting that he in fact did kill Elvis. Now we're gonna do a barrel roll and take a look at 3 barrels. Someone who put Wing Commander in their watch list, I hope, because I said it was my favorite bad movie of all time. And if you want to roast me for that hot take, you can get in the comments. Let's see what 3 barrels has in their top 4. Jaws, Rocketman, Cars, and Knives Out. Okay, hold on. Cars? That is your favorite Pixar movie of all time? I call bullshit. That is no one's favorite Pixar movie. Wait, what did you say in your bio? The Cars 2 movie is my least favorite in the franchise. It's moments like these where I hate myself when I have to be reminded that Cars is in fact a franchise. Merchandising is the death of cinema. Ooh, and it looks like 3 Barrels has only given one film a 5-star rating. I wonder what it is. Oh, it was Jaws. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with that. Hey everyone, look, it's Hunter Biden. I can't believe I beat the Republicans to this roast. And it looks like your favorite films are The Exorcist, Dursu Yuzala, I think I'm saying that way wrong, then The Silent Forest, I think is this one, and then The Tree of Life. And I don't really know what to say about this top 4. The Exorcist rules. I'm not going to say a bad word about it. It's like one of my all-time favorite films. And then you have Dursula Uzula, Dursula Uzula. I'm saying it like it's a goddamn Disney villain. The Silent Forest, I don't know, but I hope it's not about the suicide forest. Did I just get demonetized for even saying that out loud? And then we've got The Tree of Life, which is beautiful, yes, and pretentious, yes. Is that what Hunter Biden is all about? Is Hunter Biden a beautiful and pretentious person? The things that you learn on Cinemateq. And you can learn a whole lot more by subscribing. I would like to finish off this roast of Hunter Biden with an observation that most of your reviews are 3 stars with you just saying, I can handle the truth. And now, as someone who is an enjoyer of cinema, I am obligated to show that one clip from A Few Good Men.
You have to ask me nicely.
You tell him, Jack. And now we're in a new profile, and I just don't understand why people are putting their last names on the internet. Unless these are just fake names, in which case, great. But I'm still gonna blur them because I don't want to accidentally dox you guys. Also, I kind of love how in your bio you say that you're a huge nerd, but then you go on to say that your favorite movie is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. To me, that's kind of like saying you're really into science, but your favorite discipline is astrology. And we find no surprise here, your favorite film of all time is in fact Ferris Bueller's Day Off, followed by Baby Driver, Nightcrawler, and Final Destination. Justin, I'm gonna need you to lean in, because you and I, we need to have a private conversation. No one else, just you and me talking through this camera. No one else will ever be able to hear this conversation and the question I'm about to ask you. Do you have a car fetish? I honestly can't believe that I'm doing this again. Shane, why is your last name visible here? Are you guys including your Letterboxd accounts on your resumes and you want to make sure that the people interviewing you for jobs can like make sure that it's your Letterboxd account that they're looking at? Why are you doing this? Now this is interesting because your top 4, we've seen all of these films except one of them in other people's top 4s. We've got The Shining, Jaws, The Thing, and Black Christmas. And shout out for having Black Christmas there. It's a Canadian horror film. I'm not gonna rip on that one because that movie is sick and important and good. However, looking at your top 4, I feel like I do need to remind you that films were made before 1974 and after 1982. Just a tip. And now we're moving on to someone else who just has their whole ass name in the profile. Why? I don't get it. I don't get it, you guys. Oh, but it looks like Philip also has a YouTube channel. Are we direct competitors, Philip? Let's take a look at this for a quick second. Hey, wait a minute. You have like triple the subscribers that I do. Why don't you fuck off, Philip? And then we move on to the roast of Riley, someone who also has their whole ass name in their profile. Come on, you guys. Am I the only one here who is afraid of random people on the internet finding me in real life? And I will say, Riley, that your first 2 favorite films say a lot. A lot. The Matrix and Donnie Darko. I bet you were really misunderstood in high school, right? I will say, though, that one of my favorite things about your profile is in your recent activity. You gave a Yule log 3.5 stars. That's pretty great. All jokes aside, I've got a pretty great Discord community, and if you'd like to join, the link is in the description box below. And please like this video for the sake of the algorithm. I plead you to do that. And if you want some more Letterboxd roasting, then check out the video that's right there. It's probably good.